What's happening, everybody? It is Thursday night. It is time for another edition of Thrifty Business with J and A. I'm your host, Vegas J, and with me always is my lovely partner,
Lynne A. Hi.
And as you can see tonight, we have a studio audience, which is not normal. Yeah. But I gotta get used to it. I haven't done much of anything yet, and they're still cheering. I'm like, wow, this is great. How you doing? Nay, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well. I'm sorry. I'm looking at our YouTube feed and I'm not seeing anything. So I think it's just behind.
So we always start every show with Jay's Tiki Talk, and we're going to talk about cocktails and rum, and we're actually doing a shared experience tonight. So let's get into Jay's Tiki Talk, and tonight we are all having the same cocktail. And Nadine had, she has a limited rum selection, one.
Yes, that's it. This is it, the one.
So we had to base our cocktail tonight off of that. So I don't have the blue chair, but this is my version of coconut rum. I like Kahunaville. And so we're having a cocktail called an Island Girl. And Nadine's got her Jekyll and Hyde Headhunter mug. Yes. And Nadine bought this as a present to me. And what she didn't know when she bought it was, the guy who designed this mug is actually a good friend of mine, and I have his artwork tattooed on my leg. Wow. So, weird coincidence of all the mugs to pick for me is my buddy Derek. So, cheers to you.
Cheers.
And cheers to our guests who have cocktails. Ching, ching. And so, tonight we are drinking Island Girl, and it's coconut rum, orange and pineapple, Sprite or 7-Up, and we put lime juice in to cut the sweetness just a little bit. Ah, that's what I'm talking about. How's yours taste?
It's very good.
All right. After we get our rum talk and our tiki talk out of the way, the next thing we always do is our score of the week. I didn't have my screen up there. All right. My score this week is kind of a funny story. So I was at the eBay radio conference this week, and I was helping load in all the stuff that gets shipped to my house for all the presenters, and then I loaded into the hotel for my friends. And while we were standing there waiting to get the valet guy or the bellhop to come get our stuff, a Hawaiian shirt walked by, and I decided to give my 4 friends staying there a lesson. I said, "Hey, that shirt's called Jungle Birds. It's by a brand called Paradise Found, and that's the black version. There's also a red version, and you'll know the red version as the shirt Tom Selleck wore in Magnum P.I. So I get home from that, dropping my friends off, and 5 minutes in being home, I sell that shirt.
Yeah! Woo-hoo! Yeah!
Now, of the 1,500 items between Amazon and eBay, what are the chances I sell the shirt I just taught them about? So this is called Jungle Birds. They still sell it new. I didn't sell it for 50. I sold it for 40, but it's only new for 58, and I can get used anywhere from 40 to 55 bucks. So if you ever see it, it's called Jungle Birds, and the brand is Paradise Found, and I will show you the label real quick so you know what you're looking for. So there's the label, Paradise Found, little rainbow action there. All right, so that's my score of the week because it's also kind of funny that I was teaching people about it. And now we're going to go to Nadine's scores of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go, Nadine.
My first score of the week is it's a lot of sugar and cream cotton yarn, and I got this. I think it was in 2 bags. You know, I usually buy bags at the Goodwill of yarn. And they're like $4.99, $5.99 a piece, and it's just all mixed yarn. Some are new, some are half skeins, skeins, whichever way you want to pronounce it. And I mixed this. I had all this cotton yarn. It's all sugar and cream. There's some that I wasn't sure what lot it was from or anything. They were just small, smaller balls of it. So I just put it all together in a big lot, and it sold for $26.98, which was pretty good considering that I paid about $5 for all of it. So.
Isn't this awesome, Nay? Everything we do is like a plot.
And one thing that with the cotton yarn like that, if you use the word dishcloth in the keywords, that's what a lot of people use it for. They use it to crochet or knit dishcloth. So that's an important keyword to get in there if you have a lot of cotton yarn.
Very cool. All right, we have another score for you. Let me get up to it here. Dun, da, da, da.
This was a sweater that I found at Goodwill for, I think I paid $3.99. It happened to be new with tags, and it's a Lord & Taylor brand. It's not the brand wasn't what sold it. What sold it was the color, the fact that it was cashmere, and the fact that I put summer and lightweight as keywords in there as well to kind of go with the season. I had it up for $49.99. I took a best offer of $40 on it, so that was a pretty good sale.
Yeah, cashmere!
And it also shipped first class because it was a very lightweight sweater, so the shipping was not expensive.
All righty, so you've seen a couple scores, and we do, after our scores, we do our duds of the week, because no matter how good and how educated you are and how long you've been around this block, you still make some mistakes. All right, so my dud of the week was, it's kind of one of those where don't be caught holding something after the 15 minutes of fame is up. And let me get right to it here. My dud is a band. They're called Kings of Leon. And as far as I'm concerned, they are probably done. So I'm not casting aspersions, but this was in my store for over a year and it just sold for $15. Even though it's for $15. I was happy to get rid of it. When the bubble burst on the Jonas Brothers, I was still holding 2 Jonas Brothers t-shirts, and I just redonated them. So if you're doing pop culture things, especially bands, the arc goes up and down all the time. Don't be caught holding something after their 15 minutes is over. All right, let's get over to your dud.
Yeah, I sold this when you were here, and I remember you saying to me, "Why are you selling something for $6.49?" Well, what happened was I thought that this would be a good listing because I had found a few. It was in the by the pound store, so I'd found a few of these. I think there were like maybe 6 of them, and so I figured I could just do a multi-variation listing. I didn't pay much for them. Well, they stuck around forever, and really, I didn't make much on any of them because the stencils were actually heavier than I thought. They weighed about, the whole thing weighed about 8 ounces. So I could still ship first class, but by the time all the fees were taken out and all, it just wasn't worth it to sell these. So that was another dud. But this is my last one. They're all gone now. So.
Yay, they're all gone.
And my other dud is, if you can see, I have this lunchboxes puzzle that's sealed. I buy sealed puzzles all the time. I paid $3.99 for this at Goodwill, and I thought it was going to be a good one. I never researched it or anything, but White Mountain, and I thought it has all vintage lunch boxes on it, so I thought it was going to be a really cool find. And then when I came home and I researched it, there's like 25, 30 of them on there, and the highest one is $14.99, I think, or $15 with free shipping. The only 2 that have sold are at $4.99 with free shipping and $9.99 with free shipping, and it weighs 2 pounds. So I kind of think this is going to be one that's going to be a dud, or it's going to sit in my store for quite a while. So,
or redonate,
yeah.
All right, you've seen our scores, you've seen our duds, and now it's time. Close encounters of the thrifty kind. Nay and I spent a lot of time in thrift stores, and we have fun encounters with people. Sometimes fun, sometimes weird, sometimes creepy. And so mine was, and I've told this story before, so some of you might know, but it is always my favorite. I was shopping for CDs, and I was way low on a rack, so squatting low, and I felt someone lean over me. And I have a lot of friends in town, so I just figured I was going to turn and see my buddy Kevin or my buddy Bruce. And there was just a strange man. And he was this close to me, and he said, "Hey, I'm thinking about shaving my head. Do you do it every day? Do you do it every other day? Do you do a straight razor? How do you do it?" And I'm like, "Dude, can you back off just a smidge?" And we had and I had headphones on. And when you're bald, you can see you have headphones on. And I'm like, "Hang on a minute." So I popped them out, and he gave me his whole spiel. I'm like, "I do it every other day with a Big 4 razor thing." "Okay, thanks, bye." So that was my Thrifty, Close Encounters of the Thrifty Kind. People, this does not look scary to you? People wanted life advice from me that don't even know me.
That's funny. So my Thrifty encounter actually is not my own Thrifty encounter. It's an observation I made while I was thrifting with Jason. So he's always talking about his fans and how he has fans come up to him in the thrift stores and whatnot. And, you know, to me, he's just my friend Jason. So I just kind of like, whatever, you know, but I got it because when I was with him thrifting, I saw it a few times where people came up to him and they were just so excited, big smiles on their faces. And they were like, "Hey, I know you from," and he just engages with them so well. And it just makes him so happy that now I understand why he gets so excited about it. And I think it's great. So it was really fun to see him interact with some fans that just, you know, noticed him in the thrift store, and I loved it. So that's
when I picked up the car today from a valet at Bally's while I was waiting for them to come down, the guy that took my ticket goes, "Oh, I love Thrift Hunters." So everywhere I go, we got fans, which is good, and that's awesome, and that makes me feel good.
Seeing you interact with them, though, it's great. That it really was an eye opener for me.
Oh, so excited! Hey, by the way, in the chat, people love your puzzle. You might be able to sell it to somebody in the chat right now. People are like, "I love that puzzle." So
it's a cool puzzle. I'm surprised that it's not doing so well.
We'll cut you a deal if you want that puzzle. Well, so hit us up.
All right, an awesome puzzle.
After all that, the next thing we talk about is our Thrifty Tip of the Week. And mine is going to be kind of a dud for me. Nadine and I were at the punk rock flea market in Philly, and I was excited to find 2 records by Greg and Steve.
Yeah, they're duds?
Well, I'll show you why it's a dud. So when you thrift with your friends and you're having fun and you get excited that you found something fun, you might want to double check to make sure there's actually anything in there.
Woo!
I bought an empty record sleeve. So there's my Thrifty Tip of the Week. Pay attention.
There was nothing in there?
Nothing. It's empty. Hello.
Wasn't that the same person that you bought the Lisa Frank from? Or is that a different one?
No, that was a different booth, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, so don't have so much fun with your friends you're not paying attention to what you're shopping. There's my tip of the week.
Yeah, those are duds.
Oh, by the way, so I looked these 2 up. I mean, Greg and Steve are not huge sellers, but these 2 together can usually get, like $20. Oh, I'm going the wrong way still.
If the record's in there.
Goodbye. All right, what's your tip, babe?
I have a visual.
Sorry. Yours is the visual, right?
Yes.
All right. Una momento, so talk for a second. Let me get your visual up.
Yeah, it's
Christmas
this is actually, yeah, it's a Christmas sweater. It's actually a little bit of an expansion on our viewer question from last week. I just wanted to show a case in point from that. So as soon as Jason gets that up, I will explain that. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so I sold it for $24.99. It really, honestly, it was a size small. It wasn't like, I mean, it was cute, but it wasn't like the most crazy Christmas sweater. So I was happy with that price, and it's been in my store for quite a while. So, but I sold it in June, and it's Christmas, so that is just a case in point that you should shop for holidays all year, and you should list holidays all year because they do sell all year.
Awesome. Yeah, I sold a Christmas CD this week, so it is the hottest week of the summer in Vegas, and somebody wherever they are, I'm sure it's warm too, but they bought Christmas music this week, so you never know.
Definitely.
And one thing I forgot to do is we have a new segment this week, and I never decided what would be a good sound effect for it, so we're going to do it this week on the fly.
Okay.
I never thought about that. So our new segment is You've Got to Be Shipping Me. Oh, that was pretty good. I like that. All right.
That works.
That was pretty good on the fly. All right. So typically we're going to give you a shipping tip, maybe mainly what not to do, because I buy a lot online and I get some of the worst packed products you've ever seen in your life. And so I was cleaning up the other day and I forgot I had gotten this a couple weeks ago. I bought this awesome vintage tiki glass ashtray and I got it really cheap. I'm going to flip it and make a lot of money on it. Now, we all know who ship well, you should have some bubble and maybe a box. All they did was they folded a piece of cardboard in half and set it inside with no wrapping material.
He's not good advice there.
How this made it to me. Now, it is thick glass, but still, how this made it.
That's pretty much a miracle that it got there intact, yeah.
No clue. No clue. So here's your tip. You're shipping glass, one piece of cardboard folded in half ain't the right way to do it.
No, that's not the right way.
All right, what's your shipping tip this week?
So my shipping tip is when you're shipping a mug, whether you use the FOMO method or use a box, whatever, we prefer the FOMO method, but you should always see this space between the handle here. This is a point of stress for the mug. So when it's being shipped, if any pressure gets put on this, it's going to crack here and here at the stress points. So the best thing to do is to just loop some bubble through the handle and then just kind of wrap it up, wrap it around there, and then just tape that up separately and then bubble the entire mug. So that is my shipping tip.
Shipping tip of the week.
Yeah, Nadine!
That's great. We got to have I'm going to make the dogs clap for us every week. All right. After we have done that, it is now time for our viewers' 2-minute topic of the week. You know, I don't think we had a sound effect for this. I never even thought about that. All right. So this one is submitted by Deborah Bridges Cooper. And it is, when you go into a thrift store, do you have a specific route that you take? It seems that you both sell a variety of items. So I'm wondering how you organize your shopping within the store. And we always have a little timer right here. So we're going to have Nadine go first. And you got 60 seconds and go. Okay.
Well, traditionally, I would go for the women's shoes first. I just love women's shoes and they're easy to spot. They're easy. It's an easy section to go through. And then I would always go through the women's clothing rack by rack by rack. But I don't always have that much time in the thrift store. So lately what I've been doing is going back to the housewares first. And I've been going through that section because I can hit that section much quicker. Like I can dig through that faster than that. And so I get all the housewares. And then I start with the women's clothing. Actually, I start with the shoes, then the clothing, and I make my way around to the men's always last. I don't know why, probably because I don't sell a lot of men's and it's not like the most exciting thing for me, but I do always hit the men's section, but usually lighter and last. So that's just the way I do it. But it is an organized fashion. So, and that's it.
Every week it's 55 seconds. You have never hit the minute, but it's always the exact same 55. That's
I know.
That is absolutely crazy. All right, so I'll go now. I thrift differently because I don't have kids and stuff like that. So I hit the whole store, and I'll spend 4 hours in the store if it's big enough. But typically, I go into tchotchkes, like housewares first, and I work through all those racks. I look at, that's usually where the art is. And that usually bleeds into media like cassettes, records, CDs, and games and stuff. And then I work my way around the back wall, and that's where toys are, at least in the stores I shop at, avoiding the children's clothes section because I don't know crap about children's clothes. And then onto the rest of the clothes. And then
I forgot, I do hit children's clothes too.
Yes. You're a mother.
Yes.
It's just clothes from that point on. So it's men's everything. All purses, and then I do about half the women's. I do dresses, I do bras, I do purses, and then I end with the glass showcase at the front with the cool things that maybe they didn't realize how cool something really was, and it's worth more than they're selling. 1 minute.
Oh, that's good.
All right, so we hustled through our segments this week for a couple reasons. We want to talk about a contest that we were running, so we're going to finish the show with that. But I'm going to have Nadine talk just riff for a second, and we're going to get our guest in place.
Okay.
Tell us a joke, Nadine.
No, I just wanted to thank everyone for all of the donations that came into the National Breast Cancer Foundation this week, and for all of the support, all of the kind words. I don't want it to be about me. I want it to be about helping other women who are going through what I go through, and for raising breast cancer awareness. So that's why I want the donations to go to the Breast Cancer Foundation. But we got some great entries. I love them all. I looked at all of them. They all made me smile. They all made me laugh. I appreciate, all of the ones that had my name in them, and all of them were great. So thank you so much to everyone. And I also wanted to say that we actually, we got the attention of the National Breast Cancer Foundation themselves. They actually messaged us, and they were so impressed with our fundraising efforts that they want to set up a donation page for us. So in the future, we will have our own donation page for further contributions that will go to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. And they do a lot of great things, research. I talked about some of the walls that I've already run into with technology lacking. They help women who can't afford to get or don't have health insurance get mammograms. They help women like myself, to cope with breast cancer, and they just do so much good. And it's just a great foundation. So I appreciate all of the donations and all of the contest entries.
Yay! All right, and we're going to actually show the winners at the end because I want to talk a little bit too. And a couple things happened today that I might not get through, so I'd rather finish with that. So we will bring on our guest right now. Hey, welcome, Lynne Dralle. Yay! So, for those you don't know, Lynn is the queen of auctions. She's been on eBay for forever.
Yeah, right.
And in my career on eBay, and excuse my voice this week, I have talked a lot the last 3 days. Yeah. I'm a little rough. Yeah. In my career on eBay, I started selling way back when, and eBay University, what used to be a thing that Griff, who was the first customer service rep on eBay, would teach classes. And I went, and Griff was my first kind of like, guru is not a good word, but I kind of got it. He talked well, which I'm not doing myself right now, but I was like, oh, Griff knows what he's talking about. That was cool. And then my second, guru was Lynn. I saw Lynn at eBay Live in Chicago, and I was kind of wanting to take it to the next level. And Lynn talked a lot about her grandmother, and her grandmother got her in the antique business. Now, my grandmother was not in the antique business, but mine took me antiquing. Sweet, so we had this kind of somewhat similar path. And, back then, Lynn was this awesome woman on a big stage, and now we're buddies. So it's cool how life brings you into these crazy circles where she went from somebody I just watched on stage to we hang.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do events. She was on Thrift Hunters. So, Lynn's become a really good friend.
That's so sweet.
Oh.
I consider you a friend. A very good friend.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You're not just saying that because I said it, are you?
No.
All right, cool.
Do I love Jason?
Yeah.
Do I love Stacy?
Yeah.
Do we love pugs?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, before we get into your scores and duds of the week,
all right.
Somebody on the chat wants to know if the Nolan Ryan jacket sold. So if you saw the show, they asked if you saw the show, Lynn and I traded something from my cart to her cart. What she traded me sold, and what I traded her did not sell as of yet.
Yeah, thank you. It did not sell.
Yes, I had the Naughty Hippo. She had the Nolan Ryan jacket. So if you have not seen that episode, you will see me lose my man card, by the way. So watch that episode.
Gotta see that.
Yeah.
So, Nay, I'm going to bring up Lynn's scores and duds if you want to, before we get into that, if you want to say hi, ask her anything.
So you sell, I know you sell a lot of dinnerware.
Yes.
items. Yeah. So I have a couple dinnerware items that have been sitting in my store for eternity, and I haven't decided if they're just complete duds or if it's the listings and I should maybe revamp the listings and I'm not doing something right, or if I should just cart them back to Goodwill because they're not going anywhere.
It's a great question.
All right, so we'll start with those then. So let me pop over so we can see. Everyone can see what you're talking about.
These are old listings, but
all right. So here's Nadine's listing, and you have 8 of these.
yes, I have 8, and I have not been able to sell any. I've marked the price down to $12.99 a piece with free shipping now.
First, yeah, Towncraft, not a good brand, but a coffee coffee mug. It's beautiful. What kind of flower is it?
I don't know. It's a Japanese. It's called it's the name of the mug is the pattern is called geisha, and it's a Japanese flower of some sort. I'm not sure.
You can figure out the name of the flower. That might really help you sell it. And I would do them in 1s, 2s, and 3s. And I would price it higher. You're making it look like if I was looking for a coffee mug.
I had them priced higher at one point, and so I priced them down, and I've had them up and down, and I've had them as a set of 8, and then I did them individual. So I don't know.
Okay, so do them in 1s, 2s, 3s, and I would price them up again, Nadine. It's all perceived value. I'd go $19.99, wouldn't I? Yeah. $39.99 and $59.99.
Okay, so you think they'll go if I do that? Okay.
And I would really try to get more things in the title. Coffee mugs sell because of what's on them. Mm-hmm. And we really don't know what this flower is. Do you know this flower, Jason?
I do not, but
we're trying to make you lose your man.
It looks like
I'm a big girl. I lost my man.
It looks like it might be in the orchid family, but it's not an orchid. I'm not sure.
I'm identify this for you. And then once you know the flower, somebody that loves that flower is going to be looking for your mugs.
All right, there you go. There you go.
Okay, thank you for the tips.
Oh, you're sweet. Thank you.
Let's pop this into Thrifting with the Boys, and between the 15,042 members, somebody's going to be like, "Oh yeah, that's the blue yellow orchid that only blooms once every 13 years." You know.
Yes, we'll get the exact.
In Japan.
Yeah. All right, and this is Nay's other dud. Oh.
No, that's not.
Hang on. My bad. I got my. That's Nay's.
That's it.
All right.
Yeah. Do you have any questions about your dud?
Yeah. Do I have it priced too high?
It looks like there's worn gold and it's Gorham, and I don't think it's ever going to sell.
Really? Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'll just donate it back. It's fine. I'm not offended. Okay, yeah, it's
It doesn't look that bad now that I see it up close.
No, the gold really isn't worn. I think it's my picture. I think I need to get a better picture. It's the reflection.
Did you look this up on replacements, the pattern, to see if they have any and how long it was made and how much it goes?
A long time ago when I first listed it, I did.
Remember?
Not.
Oh.
I meant this. No.
That's what we think you should do with the day. You should maybe break it. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. No, seriously, how much was it on replacements?
I don't remember because we're going back years now. So when I researched it, so I really don't remember. I should look it up again.
Yeah, it's very pretty, but I have a feeling there's not a lot of demand for this pattern.
Really?
What do you guys say?
No demand.
Yeah, we're kind of saying no demand.
So maybe we do go back to the.
And it's a creamer.
We'll just smash it on the ground.
And Mo had a really great point. Creamers don't sell. Of all the dinnerware pieces, the creamer is one of the last things to sell for the least amount of money. So look for serving pieces, dinner plates, big covered casseroles, all that kind of stuff. Last piece you want to buy is a creamer. I'm sorry.
Teacup.
Yeah, teacups aren't that great either.
Now, see, I did not know that. I would not have guessed. Don't buy creamers.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
if it's a redonate, it's a redonate. I'm fine with that.
No, but if it comes in a dinner set, absolutely buy it. But don't go out of your way to pick up a creamer. I'm sorry.
I think I paid maybe 50 cents for it, and it looked like it was something nice. And
I think it would look really good in your kitchen.
I mean, women's clothing, yes, shoes, but dinnerware is not my thing. So
it takes a little while. You'll learn it, and it's worth learning. It's a lot of money. It really is a lot of money.
So I'd like to point out something on Nay's screen. I bought her this awesome ugly clown painting right here.
I love it. What did you pay?
That's my new backdrop.
$4, and it was painted by somebody in 1982.
We have the name of the person on the back.
All right, let's talk about Lynn's scores now. So let's hop over to Lynn's scores, and she'll tell you about some fun stuff she's got going on here.
What do you guys think of this doll?
I think I never would have even picked it up, and it looks like it's
Yeah.
on top of its head.
Oh,
I mean, look at it.
No, I know. Okay, so seriously, I bought it for $1. It's got a cracked neck. It's completely cracked
Wow.
and re-glued. And I put it up at auction for $49.99. Then I raised the price to $140 in my store. And somebody offered me $100 from Australia
Wow.
after like literally 2 weeks. And I took it. And I emailed them and I said, "Are you sure you know that this has got a cracked neck?" They loved it. They loved it.
Nice.
So what about this style made you know to pick it up? And
Because it had said Paris and it had a phallic symbol on its head.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm so kidding. No, actually, Nadine, great question. It was made in France. I always buy anything made in France.
really?
Absolutely. Is that true?
Okay.
France.
Of course.
Now,
Really?
see-
I wouldn't have.
I would have looked at it and thought maybe it came from Paris, the casino, and just some dumb little
See,
tchotchke.
that's where you live.
And yeah, and I would have walked on by, not knowing that this little phallic weird doll is $100.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow.
That's crazy. Seriously, and it sold so fast. But I took the $100. I'm running to the bank.
Yeah, I would have too.
All right, this one has me excited, so I want to hear a little bit of the backstory or what you found out when you were doing research or how you found it, because this is awesome.
This is really super awesome. A friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, that Houston played baseball with, her son, they were doing a charity league auction. Do you know what National Charity League is?
I do not.
Okay, it's like for debutantes. Yeah, it's like debutantes. It's NCL. So they gathered all this stuff up, and she was asking me tips on like when should we have a sale, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, can I get in early, please? She's like, no, we can't let anyone in early. And then I got a text on Friday at like 3:00. She's like, come on down, they're letting people buy. So I zoomed down there, and I bought 2 of these Adidas.
We got some Adidas in the house.
I got a bunch of jackets. I always look for men's jackets because they tend to bring high prices. You agree with me, Jason?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I got this Adidas. Just kidding. I got these for like, I think they were $5 each, and they turned out to be hip hop kind of jackets made in the 80s. And I researched it. They went for like $200, and I put it on for $300, and it sold for full asking price. Pretty cool, and it sold fast. Didn't have it that long.
That's
Wow,
okay.
that's great.
No,
That is a score.
if you have to ask for your applause, you've not done well. All right.
Apparently not.
All right, then something near and dear, close to my heart is always Hawaiian stuff, Disney stuff, Rain Spooner stuff.
All right. So I was telling Stacy and Jason about the store in Palm Springs that closed down that had 300,000 pieces of Ren Spooner, Tommy Bahama. The guy was a hoarder.
I shopped that store.
I know you did.
I wore one of the shirts on the show this year too.
Did you really?
And I've never been dumbfounded in a retail store in my life until that store, because he had patterns going back 10, 15, 20 years,
Yes!
still new with tags hanging on the rack.
Yes. And how much did you pay for your shirt?
Oh, I only paid $30, and it was like $100 shirt new, you know?
Yeah. So when he passed away, they had a warehouse full of his stuff, 300,000 pieces that a local charity
Oh,
bought.
he died?
He died.
Oh, I didn't know that
I
part.
told you the story. So
but
that you would-
I missed the die part. I didn't know that. I feel bad now.
You love that.
Oh, I missed that. My bad.
Okay, so I told Jason he should come out and shop because all this stuff is like new with tags, and you're right, 10 to 15 years old. And we were doing our research in Ren Spooner with anything Disney. Did you know this?
Yes, this I know.
Okay, yes, this I know. It's awesome. So I put this on at auction at $199. I paid $30 for it, and notice how it says 2 bids. The lady wanted it so badly she bid twice, but I didn't have anyone else bidding against her. So I kind of, you know what I mean? I left money on the table. Don't you love that though, when you see like 8 bids and it's the same person keep going in to make it higher and higher? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, I just got offered $55 for a jersey while we're sitting here. I like that. Here, let's hear the cha-ching, because I'm taking that offer. Let me tell you. Hey, Lynn, you have a couple questions. So before we go on, let's ask the questions from the chat here. You charge shipping on everything, and why don't you offer free shipping?
Because there's no such thing as free shipping, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no such thing.
There's no such.
No freedom. No freedom.
There's no. Either you're going to add it into your price, or you're going to lose money. And I hate seeing people lose money. And I tend to make money on my shipping, and I think everyone should look at it as an additional profit center. Would you agree with me?
I absolutely agree. I'm switching things out.
Do you ship free?
I do on my lightweight stuff,
Yeah.
but I am going to be changing.
And you know
some
what,
things.
Jason? I tried that, and I tried some things with free shipping and some without. And then I'll go and accept an offer, and then I forget that it had free shipping, and then I'm mad that I took the offer. So free shipping just doesn't work.
And
Trust me.
I'm very upset with my iPad. Hey, eBay tech team,
Yeah.
I just accepted an offer
Jonathan.
and no cha-ching. What the heck? All right. So the other question was, Lynn, did you list that jacket as buy it now?
First, it was at auction for, I think I started it at 199, maybe 99. Nobody bought it at auction. Then it goes buy it now. Always do auction first, or you'll leave money on the table. Don't want to do that.
No, you definitely never want to leave money on the table.
No.
No. All right. So let's go to Lynn.
Thank you.
Because let me tell you, Lynn has written the book. She's the queen of auctions, but she too, like me and like Nadine, she has her duds of the week, and we all do. And so don't get discouraged by having a dud of the week.
That's absolutely right. True.
Well, tell us about your dud.
Okay. Red Wing, you think Red Wing would be really super great, but it isn't always really great. And so I bought this huge set. How much did I pay for it, Mo? $100, $300? You were with me, I think. But and you think it's gonna sell, and you know what? Nobody wants this Red Wing China Concord pink rose. It just has not sold. 4 bread plates, hand painted. I had to give it away, $16.99.
Now, what I noticed when I was bringing this up for Lynn, I noticed how many were listed on eBay.
And
Look
they're
at
all
all.
mine. Those are all my listings. Everything with that brown table are my listings.
All right, but that's not yours right there.
No, that's the only one that's not mine. And that person has free shipping.
All right, Nate, what else do you have for our guest?
Does she have any more duds?
Well, I can bring some more.
I got some duds.
Well, I guess I didn't explain what duds meant, because she was showing me duds of items that were going to sell for $2,000. I go, that's not a dud. I wish I had such duds. I'd
like to see another dud.
All right, hang tight.
Okay, so the reason I gave all my the things I gave Jason for duds were things that, like, it was $2,000, but I had a $600 offer and I turned it down. That was me. I was a dud.
So in perspective, it was a dud.
You're perfect.
I guess that was my dud, because I made a mistake. That's the same thing here.
All right, well, hang on.
No, this is still kind of a dud.
All right, well, here, hang on. I'm bringing this one up, so we'll talk duds. Yeah, I'll need to explain a little more in detail to the guests in the future that show me your dud that sold that you're like, oh well, I should have never bought that. Not that it might be $2,000.
but I missed out on $600.
Okay.
Is
All
it
right.
okay? Thank you, Houston.
So here's one of your duds.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be really awesome. Ultimate Wizard of Oz collector set. It's got the plastic wrap on it. Does it have the price still on the front of it? Did I?
Sure looks that way. Hang on a minute.
I know. What does that say?
No, it's like a barcode.
So I paid $10 for this because I thought it was going to be worth $100, and I finally, after like so many years, I got a $50 offer, and then the person, they never paid for it. That's it. That's a dud.
I'm sorry.
No.
Thank you. Oh, you're also sweet.
Now, that kind of made me think of something, so I'm going to ask Nay first. Well, first I'll say, I have shipped an item and left the thrift store sticker on it.
That's not.
So, Nay, have you done that?
I almost did. It came so close that I thought about it, and I unpacked the package, and sure enough, it was there because I couldn't remember taking it off. So I came really close to shipping one with it, but I haven't done it yet, as far as I know, because no one's complained. So.
And have you shipped?
We do it all the time.
Do you?
We sell a $50 dinner plate, and they get it. It's got 99 cents on the bottom. That's not good.
No.
And the classic one was we sold a pitcher, like a
Teapot.
It was a teapot, and the handle was broken, and the price tag on it was $1 as is, and the person paid like $100 for it. And so they get this.
You left an as is sticker on?
It was my assistant.
Not me.
This is the one before. So the person gets this teapot, and they unwrap it. First of all, it's completely broken, and then it says $1 as is, and they're like, "I'd like to return this."
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
And you know what? I keep those kinds of things. I keep them on the shelf in my office because I kind of have a museum of mistakes. And that's in my museum of mistakes.
That's funny.
Game of mistakes. I like that.
Do you like that?
I like
I
that.
keep all that stuff.
Mine's around, but it's not, curated like yours is.
Can I tell you about the twin beds we sold?
No.
Okay, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. So
Ha
I sold 2 little pink metal twin beds to a guy in New York because they're dollhouse. Dollhouse stuff sells really well. And I took the picture on Shag Rug, and the shag was really high up. And the guy buys them for like $14.99 and $5.95 in shipping. And he emails me and he says, "I'm sorry, but I thought these were full-size twin beds." And he goes, "My family is making all this fun of me because I spent about 20. Really, could I ship 2 twin beds to New York for $5.95? Yeah, right." So he and someone was looking at the listing and they're like, "Oh my gosh, the shag carpet is up to here. So if those were real beds, your carpet would be like waist high."
I got shag 6-inch carpet.
So he actually sent them back. I would have just kept them. Anyway, they're still wrapped in bubble wrap in my museum of mistakes,
Hey,
which you're all welcome to come and visit.
do me a favor.
Museum of Mistakes.
Go to the bamboo table. There's that little picture of the pugs with the fire dancers. Grab that because I'm going to give you an example of what
Okay.
I bought,
Okay.
thinking it was going to be way more impressive.
Like way big.
Oh,
Like
yes.
huge.
Oh, yes.
Like super huge.
So we moved right to that. So, Nate, have you ever bought anything that you were like, "Oh crap, that wasn't what I was expecting"?
I'm trying to think.
Or do you read better than Lynn's customer and me?
Yeah, right.
No, I don't. I can't think of anything offhand. I do have a tip though that goes along with the stickers. Make sure that you get those Goodwill barbs off because I sell a lot of clothing, and like they have the colored barbs on. I've missed them a couple times, so.
I love that because Houston was shipping for me just last week, and there was those little barbs on it. He goes, "Do I need to cut this off?" I'm like, "No way!"
Yeah, because that basically tells. I mean, if anybody that goes to Goodwill or knows, they'll know that that's
I
an
told him
indicator that.
I told him that it would make it look new with tags.
No, I always make sure I get them off. So.
I really did think that it would make it look like the tag was falling off, but it still has the sticky thing, the plastic thing.
All right. So I bought a piece of artwork that I was assuming was this size or bigger. Okay.
Mo likes
And
that.
here's what showed up. So to give you more perspective, I thought it was this, and it was this.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Framed on your wall now.
It is fun. It's Pug Fire Dancer spelling out pug in the fire. So I had to buy the world's tiniest little easel, and it sits on a little table in our upstairs in our landing.
I love it. What'd you pay for that? $100?
No, it wasn't expensive, but
Did they give the dimensions in the listing and you didn't see them, or?
oh, of course it did. But when I got it and I knew what package it was, I go, I think I misread something, or they cut it in half. I don't know.
It's just Jared.
I'll see it.
Okay, that's
There you go.
awesome.
So let me see any questions. Hey Mo, people want to see you. Can you lean in for a
Yeah,
second?
come on. Everybody wants to see Mo.
Yeah,
What does Mo look like? You gotta lean in. You gotta
come over here.
You gotta put your head in front of Indy.
No, get your head. Get your head over here.
Put your head where Indy's head is.
There's Mo.
Oh,
Hey,
yay!
Mo. So how many items you got up on eBay right now?
15,500.
I'm
Wow.
sorry. Can you say that number again?
15,500.
Holy shit!
And
Wow.
they would not all fit like in a tiny space. They fit in a big space. Right,
Yeah.
kid?
How many you got, Nay?
Right now I'm down to about 930. I'd hit 1,000, but I haven't
Awesome.
been listing. So.
Congratulations on the 1,000.
Oh yeah, but I'm down again. So
Nikki.
I did hit it at one time, but I'm down.
I thought I was a baller at 1,500 items, and then Miss Things got 15,000. I
How
got
many do you have?
1,500.
Oh my goodness. And they're all in this room.
This room and some across the hall. Yeah.
Well, see, I have limited storage space as well, so that's another thing that I couldn't do. So
We got a little bit of time. We are going to talk about the contest at the end, but we've got a few minutes, so I'm going to throw it out to the people in the chatter group. If you have any questions for Lynn, feel free to pop them in there. Let's aim for questions.
That little pumpkin. He's so cute.
Your kid just snuck behind you, Nadine, if you didn't see him.
Oh, I didn't even see him come in. Oh, okay, I guess he's going to be on the show.
Okay, that's too cute.
Here, watch the replay. We'll watch him come by again on the replay.
I didn't even see him come down here.
Oh, he's so cute. What's his name?
Brendan. Say hi, Brendan.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi, Brendan.
Here he comes in the replay. Oh, there he goes. And he runs away.
I didn't even see him come down.
This is Brendan.
You're supposed to be upstairs.
How old is he?
We'll go back upstairs, okay?
Oh, he's so cute. Houston wants to keep him.
What?
That's a little
I didn't mean it like that.
weird.
I didn't even see him sneak down here.
All right, my turn. Here, mine's gonna sneak up right here.
Oh,
Aw.
Roxy.
I can't see it. We can't see it.
Oh,
My little one likes to lick my head. So,
Does Brendan lick your head?
does Brendan lick your head, Nay?
No, he doesn't. I can't say he does. So
That's probably a good.
Oh!
This has been a daily occurrence for 12 years.
That's where your hair went.
Yeah. She will.
Who needs to shave it with the Bic #4 razor? The Roxy razor. I like the Roxy razor. Oh my gosh, that's too
should
funny.
have told that to the guy in the Goodwill that was or the Savers that was that approached you.
You get a little black pug, and that's all you gotta
That
do.
would have made him go away.
It really would have. That person would not have messed with you.
Unless he was really crazy, he would have.
That's so funny.
So I want to share my surprise with you now, Nadine. So Nadine has not seen this.
Aww.
And at one of the speeches at the eBay radio party is our friend Stephanie Inge.
Colin, do you hear me?
Brendan, go upstairs.
Oh, Brendan.
Colin, do you hear me?
Sorry about that.
Colin, can you hear me?
Guys, go upstairs.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
They're- Okay.
In case anybody didn't know, Nadine's a mother.
Give her a round of applause.
Yeah, Nadine!
Hardest job in the world.
All right, so our friend did a speech on hashtags.
Colin, can you hear me?
She made one for us. Hashtag JNA. And since Nadine wasn't in Vegas this week, obviously, I had an idea. So I had a friend fill in for her, and I had your face put on her head. So there you go. So you were kind of there, Nadine. And I found a female friend about your height wearing a black t-shirt. So there you
I
go.
like it. Oh, thank you. I love it. Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to say thank you to Lynne Dralle for, after a long week of an event, coming out to my house, being our first in-studio guest,
This is awesome.
being having our first in-studio audience. And I'm going to bid her adieu for a moment, and
I
then
do.
we're going to talk about the winners of our contest and kind of where we're at
Okay.
with everything. So thank you, Lynn. I'm popping Nadine back on the screen with her kids playing in the background.
Sorry about that.
I know. Hey, you're a mother. I get it. Then you're way too late.
I hear you. Do you hear me?
Guys, everybody can hear you.
Do you hear me, Colin?
So Nay and I hatched a contest, and we did a buck for a bra, and this was our contest right here.
Colin, do you hear us?
And what we wanted to do was raise money for.
Brendan, listen, I need you to be quiet, okay? Go upstairs and be quiet. Stay upstairs.
Brenda, Mom's almost done, I promise. So we did a buck for a bra, and my thought was Stacy, my wife, and I would donate $1 for every person who took a funny picture of a bra on their head, up to 1,000 entries. And so, man, did we have some hilarious entries. If you're watching the show and you have not liked our fan page, it's Thrifty Business with Jay and Nay. Go there, like it, and look at the creativity. People are awesome. We love them to death. And we ended up, I didn't count officially, but we ended up like 250 entries. And so our grand prize winner, who won a $150 eBay gift card, I probably should have had like fanfare music or something. Hello, come on. Is Trader Don. Now, Trader Don is actually a good friend of mine, and he is the Mac Daddy, and I'll show you his. He is a tiki friend, and this was what he came up with.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing! Love it.
Yes.
And I'm such a tiki nerd. That is called the PMP peanut mug, and PMP stands for Paul Marshall Products. So there you go. There's my tiki nerdness coming out. So this was our grand prize winner for $1 for a bra.
Love it.
And Don's a great guy. So I'm very and it was the most likes. So it wasn't like I just picked my friend. By the way, you will see Don's probably up to over 100 or over 80 likes on his entry. So Don's the man. And that was $150 to him. So now we're going to get into our second place winner. And would you like to read that, Nadine, once I get it popped up there?
Sure.
Boom. There we go. You see it?
Yes. The second place winner for a $100 eBay gift card is Noah Way.
Yay!
Yeah! No way.
And here is Noah's entry. She had her pet help out.
Yes. So it's horse blinders, but it's a bra blinders. I love it.
I gotta tell you, I'm not shocked that the members of Thrifting with the Boys have pets. I'm shocked by the number of our members who have rabbits and guinea pigs and the number of pugs. I had no clue our group was filled with
horses.
Oh yeah, we had like 4 horse entries. I'm like, wow, this is insane. So that was awesome. And then our number 3, our third place winner, who will be getting a $50 eBay gift card. And of course, we always want to keep it in the family. So hey, $50 back to eBay, buy something fun. Our third place winner is Cheryl Hinton. And Cheryl, I used her daughter, if I recall, and I think her daughter had some type of dental work and decided that the bra was the best way to put her 2 ice packs on.
Nice.
So that was our third place. And so many entries came in towards the end, and you didn't get a lot of chance to get likes. So we also had Nadine pick her favorite overall, and we're going to throw in an extra $50 gift card to eBay. And that person's going to go to, hang on a minute. All right, there we go. That is Debbie Wiggins, and this is Nay's favorite picture.
Yes.
Yeah!
All right, Nay, while I'm bringing it up, tell us why you like this picture.
Okay.
Tell me.
Oh, well, I just think it was just such a great group effort. It was creative. I mean, these women look like they're fun and they're spunky, and I just love what they did for me. So yeah, they all had the bras on their heads. They were all good sports about it, and it says beat cancer, and then the small sign says Nadine, and it just really touched me that they did that. It was just one of the most touching entries, and I just loved it. So
now, if you go to the page and you look, they also had a male version. Did you see the male version?
Yes, the male version was funny. Yeah.
So there were some men that at wherever this function was, some men too, and they're like, "We'll do it."
Yeah, so they they did. Yeah, the male version was funny too.
Hey, stay here. So we didn't hit the 1,000, and that's cool because people don't have, not everybody has time, nor some people just aren't like, I don't know what to do. But Stacy and I decided we're going to donate the full $1,000.
Thank you.
And what is awesome is 2 of our members reached out to me at different times saying they wanted to match our Stacy and I's donation. So I have not told the one yet that we're doing the full 1,000, but I saw the other one at the event, and he said, I'm in, $1,000. So I know we've raised almost about 1,000 already, and I'm sure the other member might do 1,000, and that's not a guilt trip. You can donate whatever you want. But I think this week we probably raised about $4,000. So
Wow. That's so wonderful. Thank you.
I want to pop my
I'm
wife
just so
on here because she's all part of the donation too. Here, lean down here. There you go.
Thank you, Stacy. I'm just so overwhelmed that this is all going to, to what I want it to go for, and so that other women in the future might not have to go through this. That's my goal. So, thank you.
Do you want to expound a little bit on what happened because of our nice donation?
Oh, I did. I mentioned it earlier that we're going to be setting up a page. Yeah.
Oh, no, the person that's going to help you out. Did you mention that part, or should I have not said that?
No, I mentioned it before that the National Breast Cancer Foundation representative actually reached out to us, but we caught their attention, and we will be setting up a donation page in the Thrifty business name, so that we can still collect future contributions for the National Breast Cancer Foundation for whoever wishes to donate in the future. So we'll continue it.
And we're going to do more contests. We already have some ideas that we've been rumbling around. And so and I want to talk about, so if you're in my group, I threw a little bit of a hissy fit 2 days after we started the contest. And I've somewhat apologized, but I was also kind of angry. I'm angry my friend has cancer, and I'm angry that I'm angry that the Cavs lost. My team's never win in Cleveland. Shit. So I was very angry, and I stomped my feet, and I was like a pissed off little kid. And so I'm sorry, but me stomping my feet got all these donations. It got her some extra help, and so I'm not apologizing for stomping my feet.
Shouldn't.
Thank you. Thank you for being a good friend.
And the other donor just texted me he's in for 1,000.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Guilt trips work.
Yes, guilt trips work. And so, if I upset anybody by my actions, that wasn't my intention, but I wanted to, wanted to do something fun and something right. So that's what we did. So
Yeah.
And I'm sorry I cried on you, Nadine.
You're gonna make me cry, so
Sorry.
it's okay.
And I'm from Cleveland, and my Cavs lost, so that's why I'm really crying, because
Right.
Cleveland never win.
Oh, thank you.
We are about at the top of the hour, so that was pretty awesome. We hit it, and it was a fun week with all my friends here for the eBay event, and another great show for me and you. And we're gonna definitely do something fun with our hashtag.
I love our hashtag.
So this might be the next contest. We have a fun idea that is maybe a little risque or maybe not, but we got some cool stuff coming up. So we want to raise money. We want to teach you guys fun things. We want to be motivational, but we also always want to make it, participative, something to do, not just give money. I mean, you can give money all you want, but we're definitely going to do fun stuff. So that's always our goal, is to do fun stuff. Any parting words, my dear?
No, I just want to say thank you again, and thanks for the studio audience, and Lynn for coming on, and Lynn was awesome. So thank you, everybody.
And I too thank everyone for donating, participating, people in our groups that are having fun. Go look at those pictures. We showed 4 awesome ones, but there's a ton. And there's some of the cutest pugs I've ever seen in my life. So
yeah, I mean, it's great because, having breast cancer, it sucks. I'm not going to put it in any other words. It sucks. But, if I can make, do something different and make a difference for people, then that's important to me, because at least it puts something good into it. And so that part does not suck. So
not at all. And with that, I'm going to toast you. Toast. Ching ching. And I'm gonna thank Lynn, our studio audience. My pugs are behaving most of the time, and
My kids for sort of behaving.
your kids were great, babe. I loved it.
He was awesome.
Yeah, he was calling his brother on the walkie-talkie upstairs. So.
Where is Colin? No, his name's Brendan.
Whatever.
Yeah, my other son is upstairs. He was calling him on the walkie-talkie from down here. So they were, yeah, that was.
So thank you, everyone. We will see you next week with new guests, new fun tips, and if you got a tip or you got a question, go to Thrifty Business with Jay and Nay, our Facebook fan page. Like us, follow us on YouTube. It's my channel, so just go to my name and click follow, and you always get announcements. And we're going to be doing some other videos, like little short 2-minute videos, and we already got a couple in the bank. So we're going to start adding a lot of content to our page, videos, pictures. We got all kinds of fun shenanigans coming up. So trust me, it'll not be crying every week. It's going to be fun, right? Fun and shenanigans. So for Jason from Vegas, I say thank you.
And Nate from Philly, I say thank you too.
Ta-ta, everybody.